I do not know if anybody else does this, but I literally haven't had the motivation lately to really finish like these 5% things around the property that really don't take long at all. I've just like not been in the headspace. So I want to go through and just spend, a couple days with you guys doing some random things that have been just like poking and prodding at me. Come along. All right, this is the state of the shop. We have some work to do, but we need to clean the shop up first. Also, hi, good morning. Why am I holding these and pointing them at you? Well, so happy that you asked. After we clean up shop, I'm gonna show you a little DIY to keep the chickens cool or give them the option to be cool if they'd like. And obviously peanuts for the Thormans. Little desert squirrels I've been feeding lately with you guys. So let's just get started. This is a big to do right now to clean this thing. My brain is definitely not here. Holy moly, I love my Lord of the Rings shirt, but it is so thick and so hot. So I changed my shirt to cool down, and then shop is sort of clean, but what I need to do is fix the solar power. If you guys don't know, the shop is run off of this Goal Zero system, so I'm just gonna show you how to do that real quick, and then move forward with once again, cooling the animals down, making sure everyone is solid. So let's fix this power bank. It's pretty interesting, like avoiding a to-do and then doing it and realizing it's way easier than you anticipated, which is exactly what's happening here. The Goal Zero system just kind of just stopped working, and I got in my head about it, but then when approaching it, it really was just reconnecting the system and figuring out this tiny little disconnect. So the MPT blue thing you see hung on the wall provides and charges power to that expansion battery behind the generator, which is essentially like backup power to the actual generator. So you're not consistently pulling power from what you've charged in that thing. There's like a backup system that allows you to just always have power from the solar panels that are on the roof. And it was an easy fix. There was just like one tiny plug that was broken that I just kind of finagled and reset up, and we're back in business. And of course I miss like years ago my legit shop, but this one's so much fun because watching Aaron move into it and then also finding like the joy within this space, even though we want, our dream shop, has just been really lovely. Standing in front of the AC. Holy moly. Okay, shop is back up and running, which is good because honestly, working on that camper trying to pull power from somewhere else was really inconvenient. That was a much easier fix than I anticipated, but there is still so much more to do and fix on the property that is similar to that 5% list I was talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna cool off. I'm gonna show you a very easy DIY to keep your chickens cool, and also those DIY misters for Miss Gracie. That's kind of the next phase, the next round of heat, if you will. It is not cooling off at all. I used to build my misters literally with like the PVC and misting nozzles. Those misting nozzles out here in the desert in particular like clog up within seconds. And even doing the nozzle cleaner again and again doesn't necessarily work. So when I saw this over on TikTok, you replace the misters with actual sprinklers to cool down your horses, it just made a lot of sense. So that's what I'm moving forward with here. Just connecting PVC that's gonna go along the grooming station that also gets some shade later in the day to just blast some water and not have to consistently replace those nozzles. I'm not sure if anybody has really messed with PVC that is watching this, but something that I did wrong when I first moved to the desert and some water lines were popping was I was actually not priming with that purple stuff before the blue red hot glue. And if you don't prime the PVC or sand it down or just make sure there's a good connection, obviously you're not going to have a good connection. And I didn't learn that until the hard way. Obviously, these misters aren't just for horses. I mean, you can literally, this is how you're going to be laying your sprinklers in your ground. But when I saw the option to kind of switch out the hardware that you're using, it just made sense. The sun out here just absolutely ruins everything. Even like using a misting fan with that like tubing, that flexible tubing misters, at one point it pops out here because the sun just damages it all. Clearly you can leave them white if that doesn't bother you, also if you're burying them into the ground, but for me, since I'm hanging it up on a wall, I decided to spray paint it. Erin picked up some satin brown spray paint that kind of matched the trim, which we made over a couple of episodes ago together to kind of match the best it could. I think I have 15-degree sprinklers up here because I just want them kind of pointed down and for the mist to come out. But you can, if you're doing it overhead, use actual sprinklers so it kind of gets everywhere. It just depends on what you need. And you can adjust those too with just a screwdriver and simply turning it up or down. If I am being completely honest, I have not really taken time for myself to truly like take care of myself. I've just been so caught up in all of the to-dos and all of the things. Doesn't matter why, but that's no excuse not to take time for yourself. And Omnilex, who I've partnered with before, really inspires this like midday, also away from the heat break, to just take time to do little things while taking care of my skin. Omnilex is recognized as a world leader in medical grade LED light therapy devices that you can use at your home for professional skin rejuvenating and acne clearing results. There's 2 straps that are attached to the back that you just feed through the little thingies and strap snug to your face, and you can literally turn it on with the remote and pop that in your pocket and walk around and get things done. It's a natural, non-invasive approach to skin rejuvenation and collagen production, enhancing the overall glow and appearance of your skin. I use the Omnilex to even out my skin tone and texture. Also, the sun damage out here, it visibly reduces the appearance of sunspots and visible sun damage, which is a must for your girl. It also becomes like a little bit of a game, like every day for 10 minutes, I see what little things I can get done that I thought I was just avoiding because I didn't have enough time in the day. And again, no excuse to not take care of yourself or the skin that you are in. It's FDA cleared to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. There's no pain, side effects, or downtime. It's non-invasive. It's a gentle treatment. I honestly am obsessed with it and highly recommend it if you guys are interested. If you guys are interested in trying this out for yourself, you can actually head over to my link or click the QR code that's up on screen, and you can get 10% off at checkout. Not lying to you guys at all. I mean, Erin has known this for quite some time. I've had this shade structure, quote unquote, in queue, if that makes sense, for so long. And it wasn't up until the episode I showed you we were loading the roof onto the truck that we were able to fully build this, obviously. But this has just been sitting, like the poles, not the roof, have been sitting on my property for forever. So it just was really incredible, honestly, to not only try to tackle this by myself and make a mess of things, but to not only have Erin's help, but to have like a whole ass partner that is there to just support you. I'm not used to that whatsoever. So through this whole thing in the heat, I was just sitting there just in constant awe of like the chapter change in my life. Like, I'm no longer doing this alone. I have someone that wants to help, is willing to help, and wants to actually like live a life and build a life with me. So it was just, I know it sounds simple because it's just like a horse structure, but it was way more than that to me. Another thing I'm not showing because I wasn't sure how like interesting a shade structure build was how many times we had to reposition the poles that are cemented into the ground to make this thing square. Erin, we were stepping back multiple times thinking we totally got it, eyeing it, and then we went to put the structure in place and we both were like, oh my God. So we had to redo 2 of the posts in the front just to make sure it was completely square, but that was our biggest difficulty here if anyone else is installing a structure like this. This isn't the end of this structure. We're going our horse shade structure. We want to wrap it so it can also be a wind block. But this also gives us an opportunity to split this arena in half and bring a couple more horses home when we do that. What I like the most is from the kitchen, when we do wrap that, it completely kind of, well, it will completely make that house disappear. We both decided that we need to get a second one and wrap the second one, so from the bedroom, you also don't see that house. I have done this ice bath with a brick for the chickens to stand in the middle of once or twice before, I can't really remember, but it wasn't up until Erin's mom sent me a couple of things about cooling off the horses with the sprinklers, the chicken reminder, that I was like, oh my God, we are missing out on a bunch of ways to make sure that these chickens are comfortable in this desert heat. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think you need me to yap over this whole thing. I just hope that you enjoy this chicken TV for a bit. Okay, I lied. I'm yapping one more time. I do think it's so interesting that no matter what you're putting in front of chickens, they end up figuring out. It's something that I'm obsessed with about these guys, is they just kind of catch on. With this, I have 2 Ryobi fans going, and I'm kind of blowing the fan towards the direction of the cooler air in hopes to kind of cool the coop down. Erin had this idea of putting a swamp cooler in the chicken coop extension if we do it, or some kind of like fridge air thing, so these ladies are always comfortable. But you know, we're always working with what we have and we got in the budget that we're in. So I just wanted to showcase an easy way. If you have chickens and you're kind of tripping, here you go. We are, aka I am going to be continuing the 5% list in the next episode because this one ended up becoming about animals and obviously their priority. But I love you guys so much. Please stay tuned for another DIY next week. I know that we've kind of been all over the place. I know you guys are always like, don't explain, we'll watch anything. But there is just a part of me that's like itching to get back to some projects.